Hello there, it's Helly from SevereWeatherTV.com, and man oh man, today is just insane. We're going to start with cyclones, and then we're going to talk about the tornadoes in the United States. So there is an active storm system, Tropical Depression number 6. Here is a satellite loop of this storm. Now, per the National Weather Service in Guam, there is no watches or warnings in effect at the moment. This thing, if you look at the satellite loop, not quite affecting these islands quite yet. So, with all the tornadoes that are going on, we're jumping over quickly to, well, let's go here first. TornadoHQ.com, right? 2 tornado warnings in effect at the moment. Here is a look at all of the stuff all over the place that's in effect. All of the orange things would be severe thunderstorm warnings. The red things up here and up there, tornado warnings. And let's go to this tab next, right? So, we've got some insane probabilities. So, we've got the first high-risk area of the season here in Arkansas, and we have a PDS tornado watch, which is a particularly dangerous situation. So both of these things, the high-risk area and the particularly dangerous situation, both of these are pretty rare. These are things that you see like maybe once or twice a year. Some years you get them not at all. So for instance, we're going to go back to this tab right here and talk about, so if you move this over to in here, this is where they have the high risk. So they have not only a 30% chance of a tornado, and we'll show different visualization of that in a second, but it's the strong tornado probability. They've got the chance, 45% chance of hail with the not strong hail, large hail, 2-inch or larger hail. And of course, if you move it to over places like this, you can see that Mississippi is going to be in the bullseye tomorrow, and for, today, tomorrow, and the day after that. We've got stuff moving on. So, in general today, here's the least interesting map, which is the wind map showing the probability of 58 mile per hour and greater wind. So here's your 30% chance. Here's the hail map showing that you've got a 45% chance of hail for these areas, and the black hatched area is where there's the enhanced threat that the hail that falls, instead of it being 1-inch or larger, will be 2-inch or larger. And the most terrifying map, of course, is where the tornadoes are shown. So, you have both for this part of Arkansas a 30% chance of a tornado, and I'll explain what the numbers mean in just a second. But then you've also got this pretty big area where the strong tornadoes are, like, indicated. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, and it, of course, doesn't mean you can have a strong tornado elsewhere. But there's things favorable in the weather models that are indicating that the tornadoes that occur could be strong. So what do the numbers mean? It means it's the percentage point of the chance within a 25-mile radius. So where my mouse cursor is, if you were to draw a 25-mile radius circle around that point, that means there's a 30% chance of a tornado occurring somewhere within that 25-mile radius circle, for instance. So that is today. Very, very, very freaky numbers, especially with the particularly dangerous situation. Tomorrow, it doesn't let up either. In fact, this could be another high-risk day. And if you go down and read the text, they talk again, where is it, about the strong tornadoes. So there is a strong tornado chance with this one as well. See, now tomorrow, they will break it down into the wind, tornado, and hail probabilities. And then, because possibly this is for really large hail instead of a strong tornado, for instance. So, basically, many days of things going on. Day after tomorrow, April 29th, they finally dropped the significant threat area, but given that it's day 3, given that it's that far out, they might put a significant area on it by that time. Day 4, April 30th, moves off to the coast, and then days 5, hopefully, will be rid of it. So, yes, basically, the takeaway is this map, the tornado map, and then, of course, also where the watches are in effect. By the way, I don't think I pointed it out. It's this. This is the PDS Tornado Watch. This apparently is for land spout type threat up there. And then these are just plain ordinary type tornado watches, except for this area is where the PDS Tornado Watch is, basically overlapping with where the high threat is today. So, yes. SevereWeatherTV.com is a website that you should go to. But really, today, if you're in one of the affected areas, you should absolutely basically have a TV on, or a radio. Just have it going in the background the whole time. Just to be on the safe side, because it's one of those days where you definitely You definitely want to know. You want to get as much advance notice as possible. Of course, up to a point, because if you give yourself like an hour, you're going to want to be out of the basement too quickly or something of the sort. Anyway, that is it for today, and hopefully you do stay safe out there.